Well, if the allegations are true and maybe soon to come murder charges for Stacy, then he will have killed the two mothers of 4 of his children.
Well, the man that just left this chair, Judge Stephen White, in 2010 made a finding by preponderance of the evidence that he killed Kathleen Savio and Stacy Peterson. And again, that's not sufficient for the criminal courts. But, you know, in the O.J. Simpson case, he was acquitted in the criminal case first, and then they went forward on a preponderance, the Goldman family, and they got the verdict. So it's kind of a reverse here. We did the civil standard first, and now we've successfully obtained the conviction. So as soon as the Christopher Vaughn case concludes, we will convene a team of attorneys and start reviewing the case that we put on in 2010 regarding Stacy Peterson, and troubleshoot it down to the nth degree. The one thing with this defense team, even though they were, you know, sacrilegious and sarcastic and whatever, on occasion they did a very good job in cross-examination. And so we have to be prepared to make sure that the witnesses can weather the storm. There is, as you know, there is electronic information, phone information.
This is in the case for Stacy.
In the Stacy case, that is undeniable and irrefutable, but it still rests upon a human being taking the witness stand. And we got to make sure that that person can weather the storm. So,
are you talking about Drew Peterson's stepbrother, Tom Morphy?
Yes.
He's the critical witness. He claims he carried, helped him with the blue barrel.
Right, but there was also the phone calls in the park.
Right.
That everyone's aware of. So, we're going to go back and look at that. Obviously, you know, I've got 4 attorneys doing the Vaughn case. We had 4 attorneys doing the Peterson case. So that kind of shut us down. And but now we're going to turn our attention to that. I've always had the philosophy. You know, I guess some prosecutors don't prosecute a second murder once they get one. I don't believe that. You're always got to be concerned about an appeal, a post-conviction remedy that could come 5 years later. You always want to have that other conviction in the bank.
Also, closure for that other family.
Absolutely.
Letting him get away with a murder, arguably, for free. All right. So, well, you covered an area that I wanted to get into, and that was whether or not you would be bringing these charges regarding Stacy. When might that be, though? You said soon after Vaughn ends, but could we expect it by the end of the year or maybe next year?
We would be making a decision within the next, 4 or 5 months.
Okay. And now, have you ever prosecuted a case where there's no body? Because I have seen it done successfully.
Yes. Yeah, I don't believe I have. But certainly I've seen cases across the country, and certainly the longer a person is gone, the easier it is for the prosecutor to prove and the jury to find that the person is deceased and they simply didn't run away.
And there's absolutely no sign of life here.
Not one shred. And in this electronic age, and she was a very electronic age, person. She was constantly texting everyone and using her phone, Nextel, whatever. And the moment she disappeared, that stopped for all time.